Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I could only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markillian, your presiding judge, chairman and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay. Closing in on a week since the Mav Hoffa and HollowCost battle that took place on Pearly Gate 3, sponsored by Rare Breed Entertainment. Okay, so Mav had a groundbreaking third round, probably one of the best exposing rounds ever in battle rap. The hit where he exposed HollowCost on the L.O.M clothing, embezzlement, stealing funds, and the silent partners was revealed behind that. So I'm feeling some type of way right now, man, because I just got through listening to the Hollow explain this situation on the PSA podcast. And Three Letter Man was asking Hollow, like, you know, why you ain't really respond? Like, usually in battles when somebody bringing out some personals and it's not real, a guy be in the background like, that's a lie. That's a lie. You know, why you ain't say nothing? And Hollow like, you know, I don't talk through people around. I just let people get their round on. I don't speak through people around when they doing their personal. Then Hollow get to touching on the situation. He contradicted himself in his interview. First, he said he bought dude in as a partner. Then he go later on into the interview and say he didn't bring dude in as a partner. All he did was bought a car from the dude, and that these dudes ain't really partners with him in the L.O.M because one of the guys was Mav guy and the other guy was just the guy I bought a car from. But before that, you said that you let them invest. You let him invest in the L.O.M clothing. Then come to find out, you try to say the investment was you buying a car from him. Shut the hell up, Hollow. Who you talking to, man? Come on, we not doing that. We not doing that. First of all, then he said this. Hollow said this. If they was L.O.M partners, y'all don't see me with them. Y'all ain't never seen me with these people. Y'all ain't never seen me shouting them out or something like that if they were part of the L.O.M clothing line. You don't supposed to, especially when they silent partners and you are the face of it. Nobody knows them anyway. You are the face of it. You are the one that's doing the advertising and promotion for it due to your battle rap popularity and what you've been doing. So even if you were to mention them, nobody knows who they is, probably outside of where they live from. But to the whole demographics of the people you shipping L.O.M to and promoting L.O.M to, nobody knows who they are. Especially if they street dudes, then you know not to mention their name and say these things. I don't believe you one bit, Hollow. I don't believe you one bit at all. I looked this thing up. It was sent to me by a fan. I looked it up on the line personally. And you are going to court for the same thing Mav accused you of. You trying to say Mav using fake personals. Right. His personal is so fake, you actually going to real court for him. That's how fake Mav personals is against you. That you actually going to real court. Is that taking battle rap too far? Is that personal too far, that it's so far-fetched of being a lie that you actually got to go to court for it because you've been subpoenaed? In your penmanship, signed under everything, January 29th. And you being sued by L.O.M clothing. How you being sued by your own clothing line? Please explain that to me. How L.O.M clothing line suing you? I need to know this. And then he gonna say in this, if they were partners, how could I change the name? How could I change the account? How could I do all them things without their knowledge of it? Because if you started something, hold on a second, y'all. Business. Well, they just hung up. If you started something and you want people to invest in something you started, of course you got all the codes and everything to it. No big deal. That don't mean that it's not true that they put money in and invested in everything. What it shows even more that if this is true about you, that you a dirty dude. That's all it's showing. It's just showing just how dirty you is. You don't know what you're saying actually going against you. I find it hard to believe that these dudes was not investors and all they did was sold you a car. You clearly said on this PSA podcast interview that you let one of them, I'm going to say one out of the two, you let one of them invest in L.O.M. clothing. Then later on, you said the investment was just you buying a car for him. How is it that you buying a car for them get them an investment inside your business unless you offer them part of the stock based upon the other end of the money that you couldn't pay in full from the automobile? So for instance, if he was selling you an automobile for $10,000, maybe you say, okay, I'm going to give you $5,000 and I'm going to give you $5,000 this L.O.M. stock. However you look at it, what you saying don't make no sense at all. Either you let them in to invest financially or you just bought a car from them. But how is buying a car from them make them an investor? And if they didn't have some type of evidence against you, why would you be subpoenaed to appear before a court being sued by L.O.M. clothing line? That don't even sound right. Who would go that far with a lie? And if they taking you to court, then that means, let's just say, I highly doubt these dudes that damn dumb to get ready to take you to court, but don't have no type of documentations, don't have no, Mav had them. If Mav had them, I know they got to have some. And if you let them in as investors, then they have to have some type of documentation if they taking you to court behind this. I highly doubt they finna get ready to take you to court and don't have no type of proof whatsoever of y'all agreement and business arrangement. I don't buy that for one thing in the world, Hollow. I don't buy that for nothing in the world at all. I really believe that you just exposed yourself, bro. And I'm listening to this interview, fam, and you just saying a lot of things, man, and it just don't add up or don't make no sense, fam, at all. And it really shows your character as a person. Like Luck said, stand-up niggas don't lean. And it's obvious you not being stand-up, you ain't being a stand-up individual in this situation, fam. Listening to that interview, none of the stuff you were saying was adding up at all. Of course, you could change the codes and everything to it if you the one that started it. But when you bring in on investors, you know what I'm saying, to invest in you, that don't mean you give up your codes and everything like that when they entrusted in you with their money and the agreement that y'all made that you was going to be a stand-up dude and keep it real. Why would they be taking you to court suing you for nothing? Like it did some fake host. Like, get up out of here. That just don't add up, man. It just don't add up. It don't make no sense at all. And I refuse to believe them brothers that dumb like that. I really refuse to believe that them brothers is that dumb like that they finna take you to court with no proof, no evidence on you whatsoever when you could legally type this up and there go your name, Nigel Bennett. L.O.M. Loyalty Over Money clothing line versus Nigel Bennett. How the hell your own clothing line taking you to court, but the dudes who doing it had no share in it? They really wasn't investors. Then you say they was, then you say they wasn't. Like, which one is it? Make up your mind, brother. You can't get none of your facts straight, man. I'm talking about listening to you. Nick, look, brother don't know what to believe listening to you, man. You say one thing, then you say that. One thing, then other. Like, what is true? Do you even know your agreement that you had? Do you even know what the agreement was? It seems like you don't even know. So I'm not buying that at all, man. I'm not buying that at all, man. And with that being said, look, you going to court. That's what we know for a fact. That's a fact. That's documented. L.O.M. clothing line is taking Hollow the Don, Nigel Bennett, a.k.a. Nigel Bennett, to court. They suing you for stealing. Now, whether or not you stole or not, hey, it ain't in this courtroom, but you definitely going to court for it. You definitely being sued for it. So all that stuff you're saying, it just don't add up, bro. And I ain't agreeing with that. I'm not agreeing with that. And then what you doing now just don't even make no sense of how you doing things. You told everybody who rocking with you, you had everybody supporting L.O.M. clothing based upon your loyalty, based upon the trust that they had in you, based upon them getting behind you and supporting you. Only for now you talking about, oh, we hidden label, this and that. Oh, I still got L.O.M. clothing, but this hidden label because you know what's going on with these other dudes. So you trying to stray your way away from the other dude because you know you caught up. And now you trying to do something entirely different. Like, come on, fam. Come on. No, we're not doing that, Hollow, we're not doing that. No. We're not doing that, Hollow. Stop it. We smarter than that. With that being said, man, this battle truth, it ain't my judgment that's in question. It's y'all's, man. I don't know who this brother think we is, man. Now, some people gonna believe you on that trash, but I got way more sense than that, man. Like I said, I don't give a damn how good you know how to rap. I don't care how many people you shook hands with and did that. Facts is facts. Truth is truth. You are being sued by L.O.M. clothing line that you said is yours, that these guys is not real investors. How not a real investor taking you to damn court, suing you for something that's supposed to belong to you and only you. But you contradict yourself by saying that you let them in as investors. Then didn't let them in as investors. You just bought a car from them. Man, get out of here with that trash, man. These wasn't fake personals. You got blasted. You got exposed. Simple as that. And it ain't no way to get around it. And that third round map did go down in battle rap history as one of the best exposing rounds ever in battle rap. Simple as that. And this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.